What is going on, guys? Skip here, and welcome back to another episode in our Road to Glory series. Today we are back at Blunston Arena as we take on WA in another first-class match. If you can remember back a couple of episodes and even to the last one, WA gave us a bit of a touch-up, but the boys bounced back winning an absolute nail-biter on the turf of the New South Wales Blues. If we have a quick squiz at the ladder, you can see that WA are firmly on top. Tassie sitting in fourth spot with 2 wins and 2 losses, so today's result means absolutely everything. Can Pjizma continue his amazing form with both bat and ball? Let's not wait any longer. I'll catch us all out in the middle. If you do enjoy Cricket 22 content, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Leave a cheeky comment down below. I promise you'll take a fifer in your next innings. We do live stream over on Twitch 4 days a week. I'll leave all my links in the description, so make sure you click on in, come and say g'day, and let's continue to put cricket back on the map. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Blunston Arena for this first-class match between the Tigers and WA. We've got Malto and Chrissy Gray officiating this one. And like we said before, if you can remember back a couple of episodes, WA absolutely smoked us. But we've got them on a green grassy one down in Tassie, so I'm sure the roles will reverse today. The coin goes up. WA calls heads. We know tails never fails, and without hesitation, the big red machine has thrown the boys from the west into bat. There's no messing about in this one, ladies and gents. Let's see how big Pjizma gets on in the middle. Like we said, there's no messing about. Pjizma rolls in for the first ball of the game, and boy, oh boy, at 152 clicks, Cameron Bancroft, look out. He started last match at North Sydney on fire. Can he do the same as his second ball's there? And it's just a little bit of nibble early. Got to make use of the conditions in Tasmania. The Tigers the best at it as Bancroft's back and he looks to pinch a single. 4 tight balls to start, but not a lot of swing for the big dog. He rolls in again and there's some shape for him. He just looks at Bancroft, the cheat. The last of the first of the game. We're going to try an in-swinger. Something we don't normally try as we're in on the pads of Bancroft. Maybe a little high. We make some noise. And after one, WA, a none for none. With a list of Marsh, Hardy, Cartwright, Philippi and the boys, you know Tassie are in for it today as the first of Pjizma's second is back on a dime. He was super creative in his first spell against New South Wales. Can he do the same? He's full to Bancroft and he pushes his forward of square. Early game of cat and mouse. You wouldn't expect a short one this early and Bancroft gets it. He's ready for it and he lofts it through the vacant mid-wicket region. He's not going to pick up 4, but the boys pick up 2. And Pjizma concedes his first. Last ball of Pjizma's second spell. You can see he's blowing a little bit, but he's falling on the toes. Bancroft very leg side early, no dramas. WA 4 for none after 3. We get a look at Sammy Whiteman. 6 off 7 and a left-hander. Can Pjizma get one to swing back? He kind of does, and Whiteman's there to defend. Maybe Pjizma's just been a fraction short to start. We're going to try the full stuff here, push it across Whiteman, and he obliges only as far as point for no run. Well, this is where we can be a little creative. We know Whiteman wants to put his hands to it. We take some pace off the ball. We don't get the line right, and he just leans on it through mid-wicket again. And this one's going to go all the way along the carpet for 4. You can't miss your spots against this WA team. Can he pull it together? He can this time. Whiteman looks to hit him to point, and that will end Pjizma's third over. 14 for none after 6. A solid start from the men in yellow. Can the Green Badgers get it together? Pjizma a little slow and Bancroft hitting in the V. We said his length may have been a touch short. He's got all the catches in. Oh, he's just a little too straight, and Bancroft's having a field day. He whacks this one for 4 as well. Well, he was on about managing himself on a road in Sydney. Now he's got a greenie and he's getting pumped. This time he's a little slower to Bancroft. A little bit wider of the crease, and he hits that for no run. The last ball of Pjizma's first spell. You know, he's only got 4 in him. He gets a little fuller this time. Bancroft hits it to mid-on, and after 4, it's a little bit disappointing. WA, 18 for none. Well, in for spell number 2 and have a look at the score. He's sat for 40 overs, had a breather, got a full tank, and WA have got themselves to 155 for 7. Well, Pjizma tears shreds off him, almost sends him off. But more importantly, he's fired up, and look at the next one, whiz past Richardson at 147 clicks. Well, maybe he just needed that to click back into gear. No, still very straight, lacking the control, and Richardson gets this down a fine leg for 1. Maybe it's just not happening for Pjizma with the ball this innings. WA lose another wicket, and we're round the wicket to Darcy Short, who hits it to mid-off. Don't see Pjizma do this too often. Round to the left-hander, and he's just looking to realign himself here. Gee, wouldn't a couple of bonus wickets in the end look good on his figures? Steams into Short, and he gets forward and defends nicely. Tassie in a very good position. Short ball to Darcy Short. He French cuts it from that angle, and yep, it's just not happening for Pjizma at the moment. What on earth is this? Oh, spare me. Oh, spare me. Another short one. At his badge. Oh, he gets underneath this, and Pjizma just charges at him. And yep, that was all we needed to see. WA getting rolled for 182 after 68 overs. Bell, Neil Smith, Meredith, Webster all picking up wickets and doing the job for the boys. Unfortunately, the captain, well, it was frustrating. He tried his best. He ties an end up, but he wasn't rewarded in the wickets column. He's just been called upon. Tassie go out to bat, 8 overs deep, 21 for 3, and a collapse is on the cards. Cameron Gannon's going through the lads like a Lana Rhodes documentary. Can Pjizma step it up with the heroics like last episode? Let's catch him out in the middle. Well, a high score of 144, and just got to keep his head in the game. Gannon bowls a full one, a floaty one, and once again, Pjizma just finds a feel. We spoke about the intent shown in the first innings from Pij last game. It was not there. It was backed up with a career best, though. So what can he do today? He steps on the first full one he sees, and he pumps it through cover all the way for 4. Hits a boundary early in his innings. He's in for a good day. Gets another full one from Gannon, and he does not look like a bowler who's taken 3 wickets. I give you the red hot tip. Pjizma pumps it down mid-on way. Comes back for 3. Almost overlaps Doran, but he adds it to his total, and he's off to a flyer. A short leg comes in, 28 for 3, and Richardson's there. Pjizma's playing across the line and missing it by the whisker. Just a little reassessment required. Richardson in this time, and Pjizma's playing through the V. Well corrected, big fella. Just the little bumps and knocks that you take en route to being an international superstar. Short leg in, Pjizma. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. ADHD? Short-term memory loss? Who knows? Richardson in. Length ball. Pjizma's back through the V this time. Well, Richardson's the first to budge. He goes round the wicket. 2 slips, a gully, no real cover, and Pjizma goes back and plays and misses again. Well, I don't really know what's happening this over. This is about as weird as it gets. Richardson in, half volley, and Pjizma, all he can do is lace it to gully. Just get down the other end, son. And after 11 overs, Tassie at 29 for 3. Well, our worst nightmare comes into the attack. Joel Paris, the left armour. He bowls a short one, and Pjizma jumps out the way, says, nah, no, thank y'all. Well, maybe any short ball that Paris bowls we need to put away. Any length ball will just look after it, just like that. Is this bloke seeing ghosts? 8 off 15, gone into his shell just a touch. Paris in on length, and Pjizma hits this past Stevie Wonder standing at short cover. I don't think it's going to go for 4, but it's going to give Pj 3 and get down the other end so he doesn't have to face his ogre. Aaron Hardy loosens up. Jeff Hardy's brother, commonly known on Twitch. He bowls his first. Boy, that's fast and angly, and Pjizma misses it by a mile. Certainly favouring the bowlers. Hardy in again. Pjizma stands on his short ball, says you got to get a little higher than that, son. But once again, not powerful enough to get to the boundary. He comes back for 3 as he almost overtakes Doran, and it takes the score to 47 for 3. So you know she's going to be a tough grind. The last ball of Jeff Hardy's brother's over. He bowls a length ball. Pjizma steps across, takes the easy one off the hip and closes out the 17th over. These two batting nicely. See if the Tassie Tigers have what it takes. Gets himself to 19 off 28. Once again, he's just going to get fed that angle. Hit it out to the longer boundary at Blunston, and with some good running, they get back for 2. We might just hold off on the tight running with Doran. It's the last thing that we want. But Joel Paris, if you're going to cough up that trash at 134 clicks, son, get out of our game. Pjizma laces it for 4. Good to see you, Maltz. This is exactly what you want to see if you're a Tassie Tiger fan. Ringfield into slip short cover. Round the wicket, Joel Paris. They make some noise. Shut your mouths, you idiot. Pjizma inside edges it and gets down the other end for 1. It's going to be a good contest, this. 3 alpha males out in the middle. Lomo, Pjizma, and Malto. He gets on a good length this time, and there's the play and miss. 2 blokes that bowl in excess of 150 clicks. You know, Pjizma's going to want to counter-attack. What's Lance Morris got? He bowls a good length ball. Boy, oh boy, that is absolutely trash. 130 Ks. Did he try the cross seam, the off-cutter? It doesn't matter. Pjizma hits him down the ground. Can they come back? All run 4? Maybe not. Jake Doran too slow. 15 love Pjizma. Morris coming in for his 7th over. The partnership gets to 50 and Pjizma's in the 40s. Morris fuller this time. That's a bit quicker. That's a little better from the big dog. His line and pace is going to keep Pjizma guessing. He rolls in. Bowls a short one this time. Pjizma's late on it. Just bobbles up. Does not carry and he gets down the other end for 1. Jai Richardson round the wicket. He continues. This time Pjizma goes back. He's hit on the pads. How is that? He says, oh, he's been triggered. That was all she wrote. Richardson traps him on the back leg. Oh boy, that's salmon trout. He should have played in the V. He didn't listen. He was bogged down, and the pace attack from the boys in the West is too good, and it's 4 for 90. Oh, if we have another look at this, it pitches outside off, hits him in line. Oh, umpire's call top of middle. Pjizma, you've got to play straight, boy. He's out for 41 and the Tigers lose one at a very important time. And an important time it was. Tassie have been rolled for 145 in the 59th over. Pjizma Pant, top scoring with 41 off 51. Jake Doran, 33 off 79. And after that 4th wicket was dropped, that was the end of the lads. You can see they just aren't willing to put in a big shift. Cameron Gannon going through the top order. Hilton Cartwright picking up a couple of wickets at the end, and the boys from the West lead by 37 going into the 2nd dig. We're going to pick up play with the first ball. The captain, Pjizma Pant, has it in his hand. Can he bowl his team to victory? Let's catch him out in the middle. Well, here we go. First ball of innings number 2, and he's got it in his hand. He rolls in under the sun at Blunston Arena, and Bancroft punches it to mid-off for no run. We can feel that the wicket's just flattening out a touch. Tassie didn't capitalise, and Bancroft and Whiteman certainly have an opportunity here. He's just got to keep them honest. 3 slips, cover open, mid-on and mid-off, and this one straight and push to forward square leg. Bancroft's been batting well. He's in a good run of form. Can Pjizma unsettle him in the 2nd dig? This time he gets short, and there's the confidence from Bancroft just lollipopping. Some good signs in the first over. It's none for none. Can he close out with a maid and Bancroft goes back? He certainly can, and Pjizma gets the boys rolling. We know the WA boys bat deep, so early wickets is the key. He's in 2nd ball, and there's just a little assistance off the deck there. We saw that last match, the 2nd innings became all a little too much for him. Can he roll in this time? He can. He's going to get driven down the ground by Bancroft. A good shot. Probably won't pick up 4, but the boys will roll back for 3. Oh, and he gets home just. He's just got to manage his mind and his body in the second dig here. He rolls in, nice action, and once again, lollipopping one in, one bounce to forward square. Well, he's found a nice length to Bancroft. He's a little uncertain, little uncomfy as he gets on the front tot and just pushes this to mid-on. We can just get one to nibble away. Find the edge, we've got the catches. He's there, and that's the channel you want to be, big fella. Well bowled. None for 3 off his 3.2s. Probably in the last of his first spell here as he goes in. He rolls the fingers over and just keeps Bancroft guessing. We can feel that it's just a slow build of pressure. Rolls his fingers over this and you can see the leg cutters starting to go nicely. WA 16 for none after 7. So a cheeky little breather after a tidy first spell, and WA after 18 a 62 for 2. Can we put the foot on the throat? Bancroft still at the crease. Jeff Hardy's brothers just arrived. The lead is 99. Pjizma in, he gets the in-swinging bouncer going again. Bancroft underneath and Pjizma whispers in his ear. We saw it in the last innings. Pjizma builds the pressure. The other bowlers pick up the wicket as he's full this time. Inside edge. How was that? Oh, it was falling fast and it's not out. Oh boy, that one caught Bancroft by storm. He rolls in again nice and full, and this time he gets forward and he kills the ball off. Pjizma, well bowled, son. Well, when you can feel it, you've just got to roll with it. He comes in again this time. He traps Bancroft back 147 clicks. Couple balls left in Pjizma's 6th. He can feel it here as he gets into Bancroft and he steps on it and punches him beautifully through extra cover and picks up 4. So just a couple of overs and back in for spell number 3. Bancroft still at the crease with Hilton Cartwright, and the score's 130 for 3. We spoke about the wicket just flattening out enough for the batters. Pjizma rolls in. Can he find something from it? Hilton doesn't want anything to do with it. He's none for 7 off 6.5. Rolls in for the last, and this time he's just a little too straight to Cartwright. He flicks it down to fine leg, and after 39, the Warriors are 131 for 3. Well, he's like the Ben Stokes of the team. He's just got to do the dirty work for the boys. Rolls in another short one. Can we just tease Cartwright into flicking one off his hips? We get shorter this time. It's well directed. And there is another maiden for the big fella. He's just doing it in 2 over spells, managing himself all right, not conceding any runs, and he goes straight to the short ball for Philippi. Well, they don't want to take on the short stuff in Tassie, these WA boys on. That's why Philippi gets a top edge and it bounces away for 4. Oh, boy. The luck just not going his way. Rolls in for the last of his 9th. He's on Philippi's hips. He hits this behind square, and after 49, WA are 175 for 4. This game just getting away from the Tigers at the moment. Pjizma rolls in again to the left-handed Darcy Short, and he plonks this to mid-off, no run. To a lead of almost 300 as Pjizma rolls in. He's been full, and Short clips this down a fine leg for 1. Oh, just 1. Last ball of the 70th and Pjizma's 11th. He's just conceded the 13, and there's the play and miss from Philippi. The boys ask a question and Malto says no. Well, we knew WA batted deep and they are putting in a shift. Pjizma ready, hits the pads. How was that one from round the wicket? Oh, Malto. Well, I'll tell you what, it was worth the shout. Just a little of excitement for Tassie as this one hits his shoulder. How was that one this time, Malt? Oh, yes, no. Oh. Well, he's creating something, the captain. He's trying his best. He rips in another short one, and this time he top edges at 1 bounce for 4. Get out of here, you idiot. Well, he can't let the frustration get to him. He comes round the wicket to the left-hander and beats him. All ends up. Well, he's been absolutely on the money. He goes again, and this time Short hangs back, swivels and pumps it all the way for 4. So the lead out to 300 and plenty. Pjizma's in, he hits the pad this time. Short legs in the game. Put your finger up. How was that one? No, Molto. Oh, boy, he's trying. He's begging. And he comes in again. This time he hits the ribs of Philippi. You're going to have to earn your 100 here, son. Well, it might just be the last over of this spell. Oh, boy. I reckon it might be. What on earth is that? And that was all Pjizma needed to see. WA rolled for 312 in the 85th over. Josh Philippi picking up 91 off 126. Suck eggs, bro. No 100 for you today. But WA have put the runs on the board. They've capitalised after their bowling performance. And now the Tassie Tigers are pushing it uphill. We're going to pick up play in the 7th over. The Big Red is walking out to the middle. It is 15 runs for 3 wickets. Big Lance Morris has taken 2, and the Tigers are folding again. What's Pjizma got to lose? Absolutely nothing. Let's see if we can go and counter-attack this game and pick up a magical win for the boys down south. Well, out he comes with 13 50s and 300s. He is the second innings king. Lance Morris on a hat-trick. 3.2 overs bowled, 2 for 5. And he's on the bat of Pjiz, who says, not in my house, Lomo. Get back to the top of your run-up. Well, with playing for Nottinghamshire, we're used to it. We come to Tasmania, we get feted again. It is the classic batting collapse that seems to follow Pjizma all around the world. He's just got to give himself some time and then he can start throwing the bat. Morris round the wicket. Pjizma steps on this. He takes the single to point and all he needed to do was get off the mark, and he does. 333 runs away from victories. We get the short one, and Pjizma just short arm jabs this from Gannon all the way through point for 4. Wow! Fireworks, ladies and gents. Well, he stepped back and punched that beautifully through the offside. Something you don't really see too much of this time on the front foot. Oh, you're getting a banquet today in the 4th innings. Back-to-back boundaries. Caleb Jewell, 11 off 21. Pjizma gets another short one. Oh, and he guides it off the back foot for 4. Tassie go to 28 for 3. Thank you very much. Well, Cameron Gannon was the hero in the first dig, picking up the first 3. This time he's bowling genuine pies as Pjizma hits this to a diving gully backward point. He gets down the other end for 1. Lance Morris over the wicket this time. He's only got the 2 men on the leg side. Does he get short? No, he gets straight. And Big Lomo, you have got a long way to go, brother, if you're going to bowl it there. Pjizma punches it nicely. He doesn't pick up 4, but the lads come back for 3 well-deserved runs. He's got 4 slips, a gully, a backward point, a forward point, and a mid-off. What a field this is as he continues to bowl on the legs of Pjizma. And I'll tell you what, the slips won't be too happy about that. He just tucks it in behind square, and he picks up 2 more. So the last of the 9th, and a cheeky counter-attack looks good. Pjizma 19 off 10. He gets one on the legs from Lomo again. He goes the aerial route. It's going to be a couple of bounces forward to square leg. Thank you very much. Tassie go to 39 for 3. So Tassie lose another one. 40 for 4 after 11. Jai Richardson over the wicket. He gets short, and Pjizma just chooses to go back and defend. Yes, he just defends. Richardson got more of a deep backward square. He's got a floating mid-wicket as well. So Pjizma just got to watch the short ball here. He gets one on a length, and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. He steps on it. It nipped back a little bit, but straight onto the middle of his bat, and he picks up 4 down the ground. 28 off 14. It's 44 for 4. Richie would be proud. He gets a short one. He tries to flick it, and he plays and misses. 18 overs bowled, and I'll tell you what, I've hardly faced the ball. Bo Webster is just chewing dots down the other end, and it's just thrown Pjizma off a little here. I mean, we love batting with Bo Webster, but he's only been giving us a ball at the end of the over. As Pjizma rolls in and he steps across beautifully. Is this one going to go the boundary? It doesn't. But he continues a counter-attack and he picks up another couple. Jeff Hardy's brother into the attack for the first time in the second dig. He rolls in, he bowls short to Pjizma, and he gets on the back. Todd says, don't bowl it there, and he smokes it behind square for 6. Well, Sean Marsh not happy with that. 6 off your first ball, brother. Have a think about it. He goes again. This time, Pjizma on the back foot. Pumps it over mid-off for 4. Show me a 6-inch arms, Molto. That's beautiful. Well, he doesn't waste any time with Jeff Hardy's brother. He rolls in. This time he steps across and he bangs it over square leg. Does this go for 6? Oh, it does, and there is 50. Yes, indeed. 16 off your first 3. Bowls a half volley and Pjizma whacks it over his head. That's what you get for having the surname Hardy. Get back on the plane back to WA. Well, 75 for 4 becomes 95 for 4. He bowls this. Oh, my days. That's missed by the size of Molto's pecker. Well, what an over that was from Pjizma. So good that Hardy needs to come back for another. He comes in, he's fuller this time, and you can't bowl there at 139 clicks. The great man steps on it and bangs it for another maximum. Well, he's just having some fun. That's all the big fella needs to do whilst he's down under. Hardy comes in again. This time, Pjizma picks it up. Oh, he's gone. The leading edge. Oh, boy. Well, when you fight with fire, you get burnt, and probably the worst ball of Hardy's spell to date. Pjizma finds the leading edge, square leg mid-wicket, runs in, and look at the bloke. Go and get another haircut, you dog. He picks up Pjizma. He walks off for 61, and the Tigers are 5 for 101. And that was all she wrote for the match. The Tigers getting rolled for 169 in the 48th over. And let me tell you, if it wasn't for the counter-attack from the skipper, then this team would genuinely be in the mud. They would have been rolled for less than 100, and it would have been an absolute murder scene. Lance Morris and Jeff Hardy picking up 3 wickets each, and WA winning by 180 runs. Well, we are going to leave it there for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for being with us. It was another roller coaster, no doubt. We thought we had the boys from the West under the pump after rolling them in that first dig, but it wasn't to be. Plenty of work for Pjizma and the lads to do, and hopefully we can bounce back bigger and better next episode. If you have enjoyed it though, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, leave a cheeky comment down below, and make sure you swing over and catch us in our live streams as well. But until the next one, ladies and gents, look after yourselves and those around you, and I'll catch you in the next one.